episode of SLiNK Tv. I'm your host, Rifki Baum, and today I'm joined by our very blonde panel. Our first panellist is Becky Barnes, the co-founder of Plus North and the social media manager for SLiNKBoutique.com. I'm also joined by Plus model, Grace Brackstone, and the winner of America's Next Top Model, Whitney Thompson, who's also now a successful plus-size model. On today's episode of SLiNK TV, we'll be discussing some of the top plus-size stories that have happened in the past few weeks. We'll also be showing you how to solve some of your style dilemmas, as well as interviewing our guest panellist, Whitney Thompson, on her life since America's Next Top Model. So, girls, what stories have you got for me this month? Grace, what have you seen?
I've seen a story which I think is a load of tosh. And it's basically about women being in love and not worrying about their weight. I don't think that that's entirely true.
Why don't you think it's true?
Whilst I'd like to think that everyone's happy and when they're in love, and yes, you do put on weight when you are in a relationship. Everyone knows that. I mean, I have. I'm sure everyone on the panel has. you know those cosy nights in, bottle of wine, couple of crisps, that kind of thing. But I do think that women still are very conscious of their weight, and I think just because you're in a relationship does not mean that you don't care about how you look and how much you weigh, and can you fit into your jeans or can't you? Yeah. I don't think that goes out the window. I mean, do you?
No, definitely. I think that if you've got a kind of predisposition to be worried about your weight and concerned about your weight, it doesn't matter what kind of relationship status you've got at the time, you're still going to be concerned about that issue.
Exactly,
so
it doesn't matter if you're in love or not.
Yeah,
I think that with a lot of the fashion magazines or magazines that we read, it's telling you to lose weight to attract a man.
Yes.
So there's so many diet issues to get the guy that you want, and once you get the guy you want, maybe you don't have to read this magazine. So I can definitely see there being less concern.
Yeah, I understand
that. I caught him, so now I can eat pie.
Do you girls think that men worry less generally? Do you think they worry less in a relationship?
I think that's down to the guy.
That's hard to say. I think men are less vocal about it.
I think they think to themselves, I have to say she looks nice, otherwise, I might not be getting some of the other tonight, that kind of thing, So you kind of have to weigh it up.
When it comes to, I believe that men like curves. I mean,
yes,
if you look at
definitely.
the process of natural selection, men like all shapes and sizes. If men only liked women that looked like Victoria Beckham, then that's what we would all look like.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's science that we are different sizes.
Yeah.
That's not just by choice. And to say that men only like you if you look like this or that is stupid.
Very true. I think men do like, it comes down to like the basic facts of what you said, Whitney. Men like a woman with curves. They like the boobs and they like the hips and they like the bum.
I mean, there are men who don't, but it's...
Yeah, there are.
When you look around, what do you see? Scientifically speaking, we mostly have curves. So men are usually attracted to that. Not if you read fashion magazines, though.
No. They're telling you the complete different opposite. But, going back to the subject. Going back to the subject, I just don't think that that's entirely true. I think, if you're in a relationship, my own personal view is you should never let your standards drop. You should always aspire to be the best you can be, whether that be at the workplace, whether that be at home. As a woman, I think that empowerment is very important, and I think you should carry that throughout your life, whether in a relationship or out of a relationship. So I think keep your standards high, girls. That's my opinion.
If you've got any comments on today's topics, don't forget you can tweet us at SLiNK Boutique or at SLiNK Magazine.